what I've seen. So what I want to do today is I sort of want to go through all the different wind directions that you're going to experience and sort of go over from my experience what the fish do at different wind directions. Okay, first of all, let's talk about a south or a southwest wind and a west wind to some extent. Let's group all three of those together: south wind, southwest wind, and a west wind. When you have wind direction out of one of those three areas, that is usually indicative of some type of a prefrontal condition. Usually stable weather patterns, or maybe or maybe not a front's on the way, but you usually have some stability with those weather patterns. And based upon the weather pattern and that direction of the wind and the wind speed, it has a lot to do with how the bass are going to feed. Now, most of the time when you are dealing with a wind direction out of one of those three areas, you have some type of a stable or falling barometric pressure. And based upon the systems that come in, you can have a wide range of cloud cover conditions. It can be cloudy, sunny, partly cloudy, whatever. But one of the things that I found out about bass fishing is when you have a southwest wind or a west wind, that tends to be your best fishing. It seems like the bass are a little bit more aggressive under those conditions, a little bit more conducive to feeding. And again, this is just a mystery. A lot of people don't understand how wind direction and light intensity and all that either makes fish bite or makes them not bite. But I can tell you from my experience that when you have wind out of those three directions, the bass are a little bit more aggressive. Now, one thing to remember about bass is they're always biting. It's like, don't ever go into this mindset that you're having a hard time catching them today and they're just not biting. They're always biting. And wind direction usually will dictate technique more than anything else. And one of the things I found out about a southwest wind or a west wind, this is the time that you want to fish your moving baits. Under these conditions, most of the time, crankbaits, spinnerbaits, topwaters, chatterbaits, any jerk baits, anything that you can move horizontally through the water column is a really good way to catch them. And of course, color and technique, are dependent upon your light intensity that is associated with each one of those wind directions. So if it sounds complicated, it is, because let's say, for example, if you have a south wind, there's literally 100 different things that are variables and other aspects of that south wind. It can be your temperature, it can be humidity associated with it, it can be the type of cloud, the thickness or the thinness of the cloud. It's just, there's a ton of stuff that goes with it, sunlight angle. But overall, when you get a south or southwest wind, fish your moving baits.